Hello, hello, hello. It is Thriving Thursday. I'm Dr. Janine Ridgway of Better Health Solutions. And we are here today. I have a topic that I really wanted to talk to you about, but I might have to call an audible. I'm not even sure that I'm going to get to the topic because my heart is just so full. I'm thinking about this book. This is the newly released book called Grief, Giggles, and Grace, a Lighthearted Guide to Navigating the Loss of a Loved One by my dear sister, Tamiko Drummond. The book is now available. It's available on Amazon Kindle. It's available in print. You can go to her Instagram page, which is Tamiko Drummond Author, and you can find out how to order it there. But I've been reading the book. It is phenomenal. You usually don't think about speaking of a book on grief as being like so good, but it is so good. It's so heartfelt. And it just hit me literally. This just hit me about 90 seconds ago. And this is the reason why I might not get to the topic because I was reflecting on the book, and there's a portion in here at the end um, where there's a letter. And I started to think about the fact that I know during the holidays, a lot of people struggle. Um, I know it's a very hard time for a lot of people, and there's so much going on in the world. You know, there's all kinds of issues that we're dealing with, but one of the big ones that I know people struggle with, especially around the holidays, it seems to hit harder than usual, is grief. And grief has a huge impact on your health. Huge impact, huge impact. You know, we know in natural medicine that different emotions express in different parts of the body, and grief expresses in the lungs. And it can cause breathing issues. It can exacerbate things like asthma and allergies and all sorts of things. But as I was reading this book, it just hit me that we've got Thanksgiving coming up in a couple of weeks, and we've got Christmas right behind it. This book was written for people who have lost a loved one. Tamiko lost her mom a little over a year ago, and she wrote it as part of her grieving process. And I find it just so phenomenal because it really describes all of the ways that people grieve and makes it okay. And so there's a part in here in the back of the book that I just wanted to read. And I don't know how long it's going to take. So I may or may not get to the topic. But this is chapter 13, and I think it's so powerful. And I invite you to pick this book up because not only is it for the person who has lost someone who is grieving, but it's also for those that are, friends and family and loved ones with them, because it truly explains a lot about what they're going through and how to relate to that person in a way that is, healing to them. So anyway, this is chapter 13, A Love Letter to the Griever. It says, "Hey, you, yes, you, the one who's still here, still breathing, still aching, still rising, even when rising feels impossible. I don't know how long it's been since your loved one passed. Maybe it was yesterday, and the shock still hasn't worn off yet. Maybe it was years ago, and you're surprised that grief can still knock the wind out of you. Maybe you're somewhere in between, in that strange place where time feels both endless and meaningless. But know this, but I know this. You loved them, they loved you, and that love didn't end when their hearts stopped beating. It just changed form. Now it lives in your laugh when you remember something funny they said. It lives in your strength when you do the hard things they taught you how to do. It lives in the way you hold others gently when they say they're fine, but you know better because grief taught you to recognize that particular lie. It lives in the way you look up at the sky on their birthday and whisper, I miss you, knowing somehow they can hear you. You're doing better than you think. I want you to know something. You're not failing at grief. There's no such thing. There are no trophies for most composed at the funeral or least amount of tears shed. Healing isn't graded on a curve. There's no timeline you're supposed to follow, no checklist of stages to complete before you're allowed to feel okay again. You're doing brave work simply by waking up each day, by holding space for their memory while also holding space for your own healing, by allowing your heart to break over and over again while still letting light seep through the cracks. Some days your biggest accomplishment is getting out of bed. Some days it shows up to work and pretending to be, some days it's showing up to work and pretending to be functional. Some days it's allowing yourself to laugh without immediately feeling guilty. Some days it's just surviving until bedtime. All of it counts. All of it matters. All of it is exactly what you need to be doing right now. Connection remains. Your loved one sees you. I believe that with my whole heart. They see you when you cry in the car before going into the grocery store. They see you when you wear their favorite color just to feel close to them. They see you when you achieve something they would have celebrated. And your first instinct is still to call them before remembering you can't. They see you showing up for your family even when you're exhausted. They see you setting boundaries you never would have before because grief taught you that protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's necessary. And that's a huge part of this book. This book teaches you that that's okay, and it teaches you how to do it. They see you taking risk they always knew you were capable of. I don't pretend to know exactly how heaven works, but I believe the love that connects us doesn't stop at the edge of eternity. Whether they're cheering from heaven's balcony or their love simply lives through us, that connection remains unbroken. And I believe they're proud of you. Not because you've moved on or gotten over it. Those phrases don't even make sense when you love someone the way you loved them, but because you're still here, still choosing to live fully, even though a piece of your heart left when they did, still finding ways to laugh, to love, to hope, and to dream. That takes courage. They always knew you had. You are their living legacy. Here's what grief has taught me. You carry your loved one with you in ways that death cannot touch. But you also carry forward what they would have wanted for you. They would want you to keep becoming, to build the life they once prayed you'd have, to shine in the places they dreamed of standing beside you, to keep loving deeply, laughing loudly, and showing up bravely for the life still unfolding ahead of you. You are their continuation, the living proof that their love changed something lasting in the world. Every time you choose kindness, you honor them. Every time you stand up for yourself, you honor them. Every time you pursue a dream, protect your peace, love deeply, or laugh until your stomach hurts, you honor the love they poured into you. They're not gone, they're just different now. They live through you in the choices you make and the person you're becoming, shaped both by their love and by their absence. Keep going. So here's what I want to tell you, griever to griever, heart to heart. Keep going, even on the days when going feels impossible. Keep laughing, even when guilt tries to steal your joy. Keep loving, even though love now carries the weight of loss. Keep honoring them by living boldly, fully, authentically, the way they've always wanted you to. Your grief is holy ground. Your healing is a testament. The love you shared, it's eternal, unbreakable, stronger than death itself. They would want you to keep living, not despite the grief, but with it, carrying both their memory and your own future, holding both sorrow and joy, being both broken and whole at the same time. That's okay. It's part of the journey. I still catch myself reaching for the phone to call my mom on days I need to celebrate something small. Maybe I always will. I've learned that healing isn't forgetting, it's learning how to carry their love differently. You're doing better than you think. You're stronger than you know. You are never, ever alone in this. Scripture for the road ahead, Revelation 21:4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death or sorrow or crying or pain. Until that day comes, may you carry their love like armor and walk forward with grace. Final reflection. What would you tell yourself on your hardest grief days? Write it now for you, for the next soul who might need your words someday. And then there's space for your reflections. Isn't that beautiful? So, so beautiful. Again, Grief, Giggles, and Grace by Tamiko Drummond. And that's all for today. When I return, which may not be until the first week of December, because I'm in trial on this platform and I'm probably not going to buy it until Black Friday. So you can do the math on that. But anyway, love you. I hope that that benefits you in some way. If you know somebody that could find this beneficial, please share it. And I will see you soon on the next Thriving Thursday. Have a great one, everybody.
Hello.